A new doomsday movie is creating a lot of buzz on the internet. You might have seen it, but not your typical Hollywood chatter. The film 2012 is apparently scaring people who actually think the world may end soon. NASA is now getting into the act by posting a most unusual response to this frightful flick. CNN's Jeannie Most reports.
Save the date. Could be the last one you save.
December 21st, 2012.
December 2012.
2012.
Yeah, but 2012.
December 21st, 2012.
Dude, are you high again?
Oh, we're gonna be high, blown sky high. Bye-bye Sistine Chapel, bye-bye U.S. Capitol, bye-bye White House, about to be squished by an aircraft carrier? The Doomsday Movie 2012 is coming out, but don't stop paying your mortgage because NASA assures us nothing bad will happen.
There is no threat to Earth in 2012.
Seriously, folks, there's been so much chatter about this.
The Mayan calendar predicts the end of time.
That NASA is reassuring people on its website.
All of the talk about a doomsday is a big hoax.
When they tell you not to panic, that's when you run!
NASA's having to tell people that another planet isn't going to smash into ours.
Nibiru does not exist.
Strikes most is ludicrous.
Where to start with this idiocy?
Many web pages created by nerds who actually believe this bull.
And mockery is rampant.
Gone, gone, gone. Still here, just a lot bigger.
But there are true believers.
Get yourself as far away from the ocean as you can, because they're going to come whipping at you. Get out your voice stress analyzers and find out if I'm telling you the truth.
Analyze this.
Holy...
Talk of the end of the world was just the beginning of a flood of questions. Real scientists, like the ones who answer questions at Ask an Astronomer, are getting messages like this.
There was a fourth grade boy who wrote in and said that he was too young to die, but had heard about 2012 and was scared.
Look at me, do I look scared?
Let's see, December 21st, 2012, that gives us about 1,130-some days left to live.
Look to Jesus.
But if you look to NASA...
Don't worry about 2012 and enjoy 2013 when it comes.
In 2012, I'm voting for Sarah Palin because the world is ending anyway.
Jeannie Most, CNN.
Yay.
New York.
So who do you call when you think the world is ending in 3 years? Evidently, you call NASA. Joining us to discuss end-of-the-world myths, James Garvin. He's the chief scientist at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. James, thanks for joining us today. And I want to start with, you've got two perspectives. One is, you got to believe these people, it's possible. And there's the other side that says, I can't believe people are actually believing this. So, are there any real threats in 2012, like maybe a large meteorite that you know of?
Not at all. In fact, we believe that 2012 will be like 2013, like 2009. We have a really tough planet, and we've watched it now for the last 4.5 billion years. And we think we know enough to see the kind of disasters that the movie depicts. So let me just say, rest assured, our planet has a long way to go.
What about this Nibiru, the brown dwarf? What is this?
That is what should I say, an observation from ancient civilizations, the Sumerians, that there could be other planets like that. Astronomers, scientists have seen no evidence. We have discovered new dwarf planets, Eris and others. We're looking for planets around other stars and finding them, but there is no risk of a renegade planet hitting our planet in 2012.
So if we look into the future, when might something like that happen that is depicted in 2012, that movie?
Well, we don't know, but the last big whack the Earth felt was around 65 million years ago, and that was only an object the size of a small city. So we know there's a lot of stuff in space, and we're cataloging it. It's part of our job at NASA is to understand. So we don't see anything big coming in.
All right, well, that's good. I mean, I like that. That's good news. The Mayan calendar is also factored into this discussion. Fill us in on that.
Well, the Mayans were really good observers and good calendar makers, one of the best. And they had ends of blocks of time like we have December 31st. And in late 2012, they had an end of one of their periods. So there's no worry about what the Mayans might have predicted because their calendar was not a predictor.
This is somewhat, I follow your website fairly carefully because of the shuttles. But when you see a response from NASA, about the world ending in 2012. I sort of go, did you kind of chuckle, or were you getting lots of calls because you said, we've really got to answer this because so many people are concerned?
I think it's really the fact that we all recognize, Hollywood's fun, they entertain. But so is the real science of the universe, of our planet. And we're busy at NASA and other places trying to understand this big universe we live in. So it would be better if people weren't so afraid of it because we live there. And the movie's for fun. Science is fun, too.
So did you chuckle?
Did I? Well, I
When you get some of those responses, no?
No, I chuckle at a lot of things. People have a right to ask.
All right. James Garvin, the Chuckler, also Chief Scientist, NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. Thank you, sir. Of course, you know I'm joking. I appreciate you giving us the background on what might be some of these concerns that people have.
Thank you.
Thank you.